Hello everybody, and welcome back to another one of my videos. Today I'm out in my garden. I started it yesterday, which was bank holiday, and I'm going to be out here today showing you what I do each year, the vegetables what I plant, the flowers what I plant. So this is going to be part of my video series out in my garden. Today what I'm going to be doing for you, I'm going to be planting up my potatoes and my onions and my garlic, which I should have planted from yesterday, but we've had the opportunity to do it today, which is a day after bank holiday. So I'm going to show you what my garden looks like now, and then afterwards I'm going to show you over the series what it looks like when everything's eventually growing and we've got things going. Right everybody, so now I'm going to show you a bit of my garden. So we're going to start from this end and I'll show you going round. I've got my primroses of what came up from last year, which I weren't expecting them to, because it's the first time I planted them. So these are my primroses what's come up. I've got these pots are just like weeds what I'm going to be planting my lettuces and that. And I've got my pot of black mint there, which is just starting to come up now, and in the background you can see my lilies, and my rhododendrons and everything, which are my favourite plants. They're starting to come out of the pots now, so when I'm ready I'm just going to put a thin layer of manure over the top of those, and you can see the rest of my garden going round. Looks a bit of a mess at the moment, but it will tidy up eventually. We've tied down one side, but we haven't got over to that side yet, which we're going to be doing. And you can see my plum tree, which has flowered this year. I've had it since 2014, and I've only had one plum off of it, and I said to myself, if it doesn't flower and give me enough this year, I'm just going to chop it down. And I've got this is my conference pear tree here, which comes up every year. We get some pears off of there. And then I've got another pear tree here, which is my desert pear tree. You can see it's nicely flowering. We get some nice sized pears off of there. And this is my part where I plant my vegetables and that. As you can see, I've got all the empty pots there. I've got some new bigger pots what I'm going to be using this year, so I'm mostly not going to be using most of those size pots. So I've got my barbecue area which I'm going to be doing some cooking on. So you're going to see me doing some jerk and different barbecue stuff out here now that the weather's warmed up for it. So that is basically my garden. It's small and compact, but we still managed to get a lot of things in there, which is alright for us to cook. I usually plant like tomatoes, corns, courgettes, carrots, you name it. If I can get it, I'll give it a try and see what the results are. Now today I said I'm going to be doing my potatoes. So I've got some chitted potatoes which I've chitted already. These are my potatoes. There's more of them, but I'm just showing you the ones that I've taken out of the packets. These are kestrels and these are Desirées. So I'm going to be planting those up in one of these pots, but I've got to put the dirt through it and sieve it out. Now with the potatoes, this might be my final year doing it, because every year I do it or don't have much luck with potatoes. So I'm going to put them in a different position this year, and if they don't work, then that's the last time I'm going to be doing potatoes. I have more luck with the sweet potatoes than I do with the potatoes that grow over here, so I'm going to be showing you my sweet potato video as well, how I do my sweet potato. So watch for that video. That's going to be coming out very soon, so watch for that one. So we're going to get on with this, planting these potatoes, and then we'll show you how I do it. Right everybody, so you might see these pots and everything. These are last year's dirt, so I don't waste it, I just refresh it. So I'm going to be digging some up, and I'm going to be sieving it into my pot so that I don't get all the roots and everything in. So you can see this is quite dirt. So you want about a quarter of a bucket of this dirt. So I hope you've been enjoying the rest of my videos, which is my cooking videos, my Wednesday videos. Some of the stuff what you see on there is the vegging that what comes out of my garden each year. Like if I grow corn. My callaloo is grown by someone else, because I haven't got the space to put the amount of callaloo what I want to plant. So that's most of the dirt. So it don't matter how small your garden might be, you can always get something in there. Yeah, we might have a garden. Just making sure that none of these bigger stuff is going in there. Right, so that's our dirt, you can see. So now I'm going to put some farmyard manure in there. If I'm on the shovel. So this is a farmyard manure. You don't want to put too much of the manure in there. Right, and then you give that a good mix in. Right. And you can see everything. Right, and I've got some bloodfish and bone. Going to put about that much on. And shovel that in. And about a handful of chicken manure pellets. And stir that in. Right, and this is a 40 litre bucket, so I'm going to be putting in 5 potatoes in there. Got my 5 potatoes, as you can see. Just bring in the camera a bit so you can see, and put them facing upwards where the chips are. You just space them out a bit. So that's how I'll put them in. Alright, move that one a bit more up that way. Right, and then I'm going to put about another a bit more dirt on top of that now. So that's one of my, and then we're going to be waiting for our, once you see our flowers come, our plant come through, which is probably a couple of weeks or so. So you want to be going for about half of the bucket. Right, so that's our first bucket done. Move that out of the way. So that's our first bucket, and then we're just going to be doing the same with the rest of the buckets. So we'll see you on the next bit. Just going to do these, and once I've done them, I'll come back to you. Right, everybody, so we've got our potatoes done. Got 5 tubs of potato, what we've just finished. So now I'm going to do my shallots. I've got golden gourmet and red sun, which is a mixture, so I'm going to be putting them in this big tub. So in the bottom of this tub already, I've got my straw, which is just some old straw what I've got lying around, so I just put it at the bottom to lock up the holes a bit. So I'm going to do sifting our dirt into that now. So these are some of the things that I plant yearly. And then I use them in my cooking, as I was saying before. Just going to sieve this dirt through it, and then I'll come back to you when I've got enough dirt in there. Right, so I've got enough dirt in my tub now. So I'm going to start putting in my onions. Well, these are shallots rather. So just going to put them out evenly. So I hope you're all enjoying this video. It's my first gardening video. And please remember to watch my sweet potato one, which I'm going to show you, which is coming out very soon. I'm going to show you the first stages of how I do my sweet potatoes. I'm just spacing these out a bit. Not doing anything fancy with them. So you can see that I mostly do container planting. That's because I don't, because of my back, I can't really bend that much to dig. Right, so we're just gonna put some chicken manure pellets on it and some blood and bone on them. Right, so I'm just going to put some blood and bone on them. And I'm just going to put a little sprinkling of chicken manure pellets. Then I'm going to put a layer of dirt on top of that. Right, so I'm going to just put a layer of compost on top. So at this stage you just want to, I just cover mine, don't really do nothing fancy. So if you like this video, please remember to like, share and subscribe. And tell a friend to tell another friend, and watch out for my cooking videos, which is on Monday and Fridays, and my fortnightly videos, which is my shop brought product reviews, which comes out every other Wednesday. So please remember to watch those. And I want to shout out a big shout out to some of my subscribers. Those of you who've been supporting the channel from the beginning, I want to say a big thank you to you all. As you know, we had recent problems with our channel, but we're trying to get past that now. So if you see the views on my channel are low at the moment, it's only because YouTube are monitoring the channel and trying to sort out what's going on. So that's what's happening at the moment. So if you see the views are low, you might have seen my views were quite high at one stage. But they've just found out that they're all coming from robots, which is a bit horrible when you're doing something and not knowing what's going on in the background. But, you know, persevere on and bring you the content what we're to bring you, and hopefully it'll sort itself out soon. There's one YouTuber what was trying to claim our background music, but they weren't successful because it weren't theirs in the first place. So all those problems we've been through are ready for a new channel. Right, so that's our shallots planted. So we've got our onions to do and our garlic. So might show you a little bit of that. So I know this video is going to be a long one, so don't want to keep you too long. So might just show you when we've got the dirt in and when we're putting in. So I'll be back with you in a minute. Right everybody, so I'm gonna be putting in some of my garlic and onions. The rest I'm going to be putting in another position, but I'm just going to be putting some in a tub just to try it and see what happens. So these have already started to sprout, so I'm just going to put them in, leave a gap between them. I'm going to be putting some onions in as well. So you can see the shallots have already sprouted. Not the shallots, the garlics, sorry. I'm just giving these the same spacing as I would if I was planting them out normally. Well, that seems to be all the garlic. Right, so got my garlic in, so I'm going to put in some onions. These are white onions and red onions. So try these in a tub and see what happens. So I'm just making sure that these are spaced out properly. Now everybody's got their own method of planting out stuff. But me, I have to do it this way because I have to try and keep myself from digging and everything. Like I was saying, this is just like an experiment one for me. Don't know if they're going to grow or what's going to happen, but we'll see. And if they don't, then what I usually do, I usually use the greenery for cooking. That's enough in there now. And we've got a few little small ones left in here. Put those there. Then I'm going to just cover that over. Don't know what I've done with my gloves. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to like, share and subscribe, and tell a friend to tell another friend. I'll see how this garden one goes. Then I'll most probably do it every alternative week, or as the season goes on, maybe I'll show you a weekly progress of how the garden's going, depending on how we get on with it. So I'm going to get on with this now, and then put these in a position where they should go in. Just give them a little bit of water in to get them going, and that will be it for now. So thank you all for watching this one, and I'll see you all on the next one. Don't forget to watch that one, because that one's going to be quite a good one. And it's my sweet potatoes. I'm going to show you how I do mine, and I usually get a nice harvest every year, so I'm going to show you how to plant. Well, not to do the planting yet because it's still a bit early, but I'm going to show you how the slips are coming on and what I'm going to do next. So hopefully you'll see that one come out soon. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one.